is Biden had to uphold what Congress had to talk about. So with that going on, Biden passed the responsibility on to Trump, and he gets inaugurated on the 20th,
21st?
Monday.
No, 20. Oh, I
So
don't be
Biden's
knowing.
gonna have to make an executive order with what he needs to do with TikTok, and all they need to do is either force an American buyer or have the company diversify and all that stuff. And their parent company, they don't want to sell, but a lot of rich people over here, influential people like Mr. Beast, like
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
What's the guy,
Beast, yeah.
Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank,
I don't be knowing. No. Oh, yeah, the bald one.
the Baldwin O'Leary or whatever. They're uh they're all in negotiations. I think Elon Musk is trying to buy it. I think
See, I don't know nothing about these people for real, so I don't be following because honestly, I don't believe like it makes sense what you're saying, and I think that is the big part of it, but I don't believe in like how they publicly vote and bid on stuff. I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but I don't know. I don't even hold on to a specific conspiracy. I don't be believing nothing. I just stay out of it. So I'm like, either
they
I'm gonna have
could
a
have
TikTok
created this
tomorrow or
scandal.
not. What'd you
They
say?
could have created this scandal to make the app more popular. But
But
I mean, to me, that's a little bit too much to imagine because that's between two presidential
but
administrations.
it's not
Where
some to me how I be thinking of it is not even that it's really about them. I be thinking they be in the same like boat, but then at the same time it's like they kind of have to either tell the public what they doing to do it, that kind of thing, or they're kind of like kind of softening
treading
the
water,
public perception of it to do what they gonna do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
like wrestling.
Even if they don't ban it, it's almost like the fear of the shit that y'all feel like keep you woke or the shit that you feel like is good for y'all like. Just know we could take it away if we want to. And so I don't know, like I want TikTok to stay, but I don't care at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, information. I just also too. You talking about how some information you might have to pull up to even talk about this. Like, I just be waiting till the information hit me in the face and it feels like effective or affecting me enough. You know?
Have you said you investigated Red Book or Redfin or what is
Uh,
it?
yeah, they were talking a lot about Redbook. I think I used to be on TikTok a lot, and I ended up kind of phasing out in the last few months. So probably that's a reason I don't care. Anyway, hadn't gone on it for some weeks. Heard about it for like the fourth time in the last few years. Getting banned is built up. Now this seemed like the most possible. So I got on there last few days. I'm like, let me get a little TikTok. Maybe I want to, direct people to different places, see what's going on. And I just kept getting hit by this Red Note app, the that thing. So I was like, this is an opportunity. Let me get on there and make a couple profiles, claim a couple surnames, all that kind of not surnames, but usernames. Let me try with this one, and I usually don't. Could make only one. I didn't understand how to make other ones. For some reason, it was not letting me make other ones. I think it's linked to your number. The first day I got on there, I started scrolling. I'm like, oh, cool, following people. I'm like, okay, let me see what I could do. And then I think I tried to share something, and it was like to share, you need to add your number. I did not add my number at first because I'm like, I don't know this. Anyway, I added my number that night, went to sleep, woke up the next day, and I got like a notification on my iPhone, like your, what is it? My Apple ID was signed out of. And I don't accidentally have that happen ever. So I was like, nope, deleted that. And even right now, my computer was acting weird. So it's like, I'm like, something's, I don't know.
And that's
So,
what they're afraid of, just the Chinese control and them being able to use these softwares to start
of course,
monitoring us and utilizing our stuff. And once we even sign over and sign up an app, like we agree to so much in the terms and
right.
conditions that we don't know.
And let me let you know in Red Note when you're signing up, even in different places in the app, I was looking on there. I thought, hopefully diligently, but someone let me know if I'm lying, if I didn't see how to do it. But everything's in Chinese, even though it's translated to English. So all of the terms and agreements is like, and then there's no place to translate. And I don't think I can even copy the text on the screen to bring it into a Google Translate or another app to translate. So I was like, dang. So it was a risk to do that. And it's so funny you said that about what they're scared of, but then everybody online going to something
So
and do
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
that's
The
happening.
government is scared, but the people, we're we're
They say
Americans.
they are, but
We're
they're not.
ignorant. We don't care. We just want to make money online. We don't
And we
know
don't know how to
how we
protect
got
ourselves
addicted
from
to
it.
all this stuff. We don't know why we're so addicted to all these algorithms, but we are.
Sometimes we know we don't care how to get out of it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like put
I
your
be
phone
knowing.
down. It's like, but how am I gonna know what happened to the cat or how to make
Honestly, it'd be like nowadays for me, it's like, what else do I have better to do? I know this is horrible for my health, but I was just thinking a second ago, like, I really need to start getting on the train, the bandwagon of limiting my phone use because I used to, but not so much lately. And yeah, I think I need to change that. We'll see.
so are we coming to Red Book or not?
Don't go. Take some time to see people's reactions. I think we got a couple months, a few things, maybe even a year. We have some things to get through before we need to take the break. You know what I'm saying? Take the break. You know, when you go, if you go to Instagram and you're maybe on TikTok more or on one app, and now you have to transfer. Do something different. Don't take TikTok or the idea of social media or what you need to do there to the new thing. The release what TikTok was, it was great. I love TikTok, the information. Let's release it for a second and commit to building something better um, in the best resources we can do. Red Note, I don't think is it right now.
Do you think Red Note will have like a lot of dances on there, or do you think it'll be more information based this time?
Less information based. And I think I was surprised when I was scrolling to see the amount of dance on there, the
Oh,
differences of like what was popular. Cause you know what's popular when you first get on that app. I didn't check in any interest. I skipped that part. So you can tell what's generally popular. And I was surprised to see a good amount, the similarity of TikTok to Red Note. But information is the biggest difference. You get on TikTok nowadays and they're hitting you with the secrets, the behind the scene conspiracies, the truth, the lies, the scandals. And that was not a thing on Red Note. If it was in a different language they were speaking, and I
but
didn't know what they were
see,
talking
that's the thing that they're scared of. The algorithm and the information that's picking your phone up from these conversations, it builds the data over time. So,
about. Yeah.
this app, it could dynamically change based off of your environment and what you're talking
I
about.
will say though, if you think about it, the interest of the change of Twitter, also in the name change, people leaving it, like the change of branding, the thing that people were used to, and I say that because of Black Twitter and like the culture around that and other cultures in Twitter, like you get information from Twitter, you know, and then you also get information from TikTok now, but I think it grew from having no information. It was just about dances and performance. That was the thing about it. To the point where now people in their 30s are like, I think I'm too old for TikTok. It's like if you went on there now, you would see it's not, but that's how it grew because of that branding. You know what I'm saying? So Red Note is very much so that right now. And I think because it's Chinese, I've been hearing, and it makes sense because how it's Chinese is sold to us as Americans, they're not going to be sharing sensitive information, government detrimental information. You know what I'm saying? But
Hope not.
let's see. I mean, also too, I think maybe with their thing, I can imagine there could be some manipulation to make people feel like they're giving stuff away, but it's like, maybe misguided or
What's that called? Misinformation.
yeah.
I,
What do they call? What did Trump call it?
no,
Fake news.
I do feel that. I mean, either way, we know this is the mark of a new era because this is one of the first popular apps that's going to be red. Most of them are blue or like rainbow colored or like
Oh,
black silhouetted.
that makes sense. I didn't think about that, but I definitely see that. And then, I mean, it's weird. I was thinking about like conspiracies or rumors of potential limitations of connections in the world. Of course, you hear about rumors of war, threats of all that. So you imagine that there's an effort or there's a a growing thing about separating cultures and isolating and stuff like that and putting sides, making sides of things. But it's interesting with this move of how leaving TikTok because of a foreign influence, then people going to another one from a foreign influence. And so I was thinking about the connection that could happen again. Like now we're in a different culture, but at the same time, I'm wondering if there's like a reverse psychology of division that is at play, or so
Trust
I don't
me.
know.
Low key, they want us to be Chinese.
Oh my
They,
gosh, how?
China is becoming one of the largest Christian countries in the
And who is
world.
they? You talking about though? Actually, who is they?
The people who run all this.
Okay,
You
explain this. This is
understand?
interesting.
I ain't pointing no fingers, but I'm just saying. Look,
Hey, we get
China
it.
is really the largest Christian country in the world. They work for
Yeah.
cheaper. They're very obedient to their government.
So it's almost like they want the
They're
people to have
smart.
a understanding of protection, understanding or appreciation
They're
for
stereotypically all this stuff and smart. Like they want, like America
thriving.
wants us to be that way. The same Congress people, they're like, look, whatever this is, I don't know what it does for y'all country, but to us, it makes them more depressed. It makes them lazier. It makes them not want to work as hard. Makes them think that they should be paid way more.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what
so
name I'm thinking about? Rockefeller. What was that quote he said? I forget. Something about working class, make the people work. I don't know, but I get what you're saying though. Is that Spades?
that's the rock.
Jay-Z. No, speaking of The Rock, no, I don't have nothing about speaking of The Rock. I be doing that a lot and I be finding
You
stuff to say.
smell.
I be saying
It
like when I want to
doesn't
change
matter.
subjects.
No,
It was. I be wanting to change subjects because it'd be like, I don't know to say, what to say. And then I'll say, speaking of, and I'll find something to say, and it's like something slightly connected, but sometimes it'd be a fail, and it'd be like, look, I can't even hide. Look,
you got freestyle.
golly. But
Speaking
yeah,
of
no,
nothing we
TikTok.
weren't even talking about.
You said
Uh,
what?
speaking of nothing we weren't even talking about.
See, that's a good cop out. I'm gonna take that one. Speaking of Duck Duck Goose,
You know what I'm
what?
saying?
No, that's
Speaking
worse.
of goosing, ducks. No, I was playing.
I was gonna say, well, really, I was gonna say, speaking of rock, I got a rock in my stomach. I gotta take a shit, but I don't have to. It was not correct, and it was leading to nowhere, so
Speaking of
it's
fruity
inappropriate.
pebbles. No, I was playing.
But why? That was offensive.
That was
Gosh.
a
Okay.
serial joke. That was a
Speaking of
serial joke. We just kept adding to it was a joke on a joke on a joke, and it became a serial joke.
speaking of jokes, uh, TikTok ban might be a joke. Actually, it's the 18th. Let's see if it's still on there.
I just got off TikTok live. So.
Like, but past 12.
So we have now had a full moon for about 4 days.
I open it and it's talking about information immediately.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
TikTok is still going on. What they mean, 12 or 8 o'clock? I mean, not 8 o'clock. On the 18th, at what time it's supposed to be banned?
No, I told you. I told you
Oh,
Biden
it's
can extend it to
postponed.
over to Trump's responsibility to want to ban it now. And then even if
That's
they were to
petty.
stay open, they're just subject to fines.
Yeah, I heard people talking about VPNs to try to get around it. Like, I don't got the time. Look, I ain't, it was accessible. I don't need to go around. That's the hard thing about even streaming and doing like Twitch and stuff. You got to download OBS. You got to do all the extra. Like, if TikTok turned to that, then it's like, but you do have to do the TikTok Studio. I haven't been able to do because I ain't got uh, I have a Mac. What's the one that the C? I don't know the HP. I forget
Oh,
Dell.
PC.
PC. Yeah, I forget. Ancient. No.
Nah, that's for the gamers.
I mean, this is my PC here, but it was not working. I think I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, HP is ancient, bro. You gotta get
I'm
it.
uninspired,
You know, you'll
but
figure it out.
it's touchscreen though, which is so weird that this is a touchscreen like computer. And I don't know what it was that made me realize it because I think Dad ended up giving me that computer randomly, and he didn't, he was like, if you can make this work, I had to buy a charger for it, like, you know what I mean, which is like $50. And so anyway, a gift that costs. And so anyway, I think I was just like accidentally touched the screen. I was like, what am I, you're on the phone or pads, you always touch the screen, so you accidentally like, oh, I can't do it. And then it was able to do it. I think that's how I figured it out.
And that's how we know you're into mushrooms.
I mean, I was probably tripping at that time, honestly. I swear to you, I probably was. I tripped a lot in that apartment.
Tripping
Not so
or
much anymore.
evolving?
Both at that
Yeah,
time.
that's the topic for next week's discussion, man.
Dying, for sure. Anyway,
Yeah,
let me go. I'm
post some of
tired.
this. I'm finna go post some of this on TikTok right now. Watch.
Oh, perfect.
Low key,
Follow us on TikTok.
probably on Red Note too.
No, it's deleted. We ain't got no. You would not see Julian and Ghost podcast on Red Note. Make a fan page there for us if you want.
But
My
we won't
gosh.
follow you, so whatever. We might repost.
You can't.
Though.
You can't follow the fan page.
We
No, I
might
was kidding.
repost
No,
it.
I totally would follow it. Nicki Minaj be doing that. She's really good at that. I love when I see celebrities like appreciate the people who lift them up.
You got to get a burner phone and then make a fake page and then be like, "Oh my gosh, I love this show."
Yeah, I gotta get a
Binge
lot of
listening
stuff.
every episode.
Speaking of episode, this episode is ending right now, y'all. I'm tired. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Make a fan page on Red Note and make sure you get some energy of us on TikTok real quick before it potentially taps out. But love y'all. And so happy you can join the family.
Stay safe, man. Love you.
Oh, my camera's up here. Okay. All right, bye. Okay, so what's our goal? When do we meet again? I'm good to not set anything. We know we got to do generally.